Transform your hair with hair growth products by 12 tribes on Earth. Experience natural, powerful ingredients that promote thicker, longer, and healthier hair. Say goodbye to thinning and hello to confidence. Hair growth oil, shampoo, spray, and butter by 12 tribes on Earth because your hair deserves the best. Just look for the links in the comments section.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know something I noticed. You know, just a few years back, the famous line these cops used to always like to use, and they only use this when they're dealing with black folk. I feared for my life. But you notice when they're dealing with these illegals and they fight them, and just like those NYPD officers, I think it was like back in January when they were kicked in the head while they were down on the ground. No matter how they get treated by these illegals, you never hear the words, I feared for my life. And then these illegal land grabbers, because y'all are illegal, they try to make you feel like, oh, well, that's because y'all won't comply with the cops. So now you got this dude that bit three different NYPD officers. You don't hear anybody fearing for their life. And the usual MFers that like to say comply to us, you notice they don't say nothing about these illegals when they turn on these cops. They don't say, the same people don't have nothing to say. They don't say a word. They only got their mouth, their non-existent lips formed to speak against us. But anybody else that do something to a cop up in here, they have nothing to say. So anyway, let's get into this story. So Munchie Migrant is what they're calling him. Bites three different NYPD cops in three separate incidents after shoplifting at Target. So this is another one from Venezuela, y'all. So a migrant serial shoplifter bit three NYPD officers in three separate incidents after he was arrested for stealing clothes from a Manhattan Target. It was revealed in court on Tuesday. So, when they give their names, y'all, I'm just telling you, I don't believe any of these illegals that get arrested are giving a legitimate name. I think they falsify their names, every last one of them. So, Yasmil Quintero, he's from Venezuela. He's been caught shoplifting 18 times since December 2023. Like I told y'all, they come off of those buses committing crimes. He's now being held on a $50,000 bond, charges of 2 counts of assault on a police officer, petty larceny, after allegedly sinking his teeth into police officers last week, leaving two wounded. This is according to Manhattan prosecutors. So, in order for him to shoplift over 18 times, they had to keep letting him go. They arrested him and just kept letting him go. The Munchie migrant first laid his fangs on a police officer after stealing 3 pairs of jeans and stuffing them into his backpack when he left Target on West 44th Street and 10th Avenue around 3:40 p.m. on June 9th, according to sources. Quintero allegedly chomped down on the officer's forearm and elbow with so much force that blood dripped from the wound while in transit to the Midtown North Precinct Manhattan Assistant District Attorneys. Mm-mm-mm. Olivera Stevens told Manhattan Criminal Court Judge Rachel Pauley. So, just 8 minutes later, Quintero took another bite out of a different police officer, this time on his leg and forearm while inside the precinct at 3:48 p.m. on the same day. Luckily, the officer was only spared because the defendant bit through his pants. Quintero was later transferred to Mount Sinai Hospital, where another officer assigned to watch him was allegedly he banged his head against the wall and spit in the hospital. This dude is crazy. But see, y'all should be deporting a person like this. They're not talking about any deportation in the whole article. So I guess he can just bite down on as many NYPD officers as he wants, and nobody's in fear of their life, and nobody's deporting them. And like I said, all these people that run up to us talking about some comply, comply, where are they now? When the officer tried to intervene, the Dracula like migrant took a bite at another officer's ring finger on his right hand, causing substantial pain and bruising to the officer's finger at 7:14 p.m., according to a criminal complaint. Okay, the defendant, having already bitten two separate officers multiple times earlier in the day, yet bit another officer at the hospital. Two of the three bitten officers received treatment for their wounds. This is according to the prosecutor. So they wanted to set the bail at $75,000 cash, but his attorney argued for his client to be let go on supervised release in order for him to get treatment. He is essentially a person in crisis. This is according to his attorney. Adding the Quintero is homeless and suffers from substance abuse. The defendant's attorney tried defending Quintero's hospital outbursts, saying that he suffered his own injuries from the arrest, but the judge wasn't buying it. So, when you were arrested in this case, your response was to assault multiple police officers, including officers who were trying to prevent you from hurting yourself in a hospital in New York. The judge snapped. Quintero was and on the streets despite racking up 18 larceny arrests, one misdemeanor conviction, and five failures to appear in court in the last 7 months. Those included a May 16th bust for allegedly swiping a bottle of cologne from a display at Macy's flagship store on 34th Street. He's due back in court on July 14th. Y'all, this is a joke. Again, nobody is talking about deporting this dude. He done bit multiple police officers, and all they're doing is arresting him and then letting him go. Now, we have seen black men walking down the street minding their business like Elijah McCain, okay, and they end up getting killed just minding their own business. They didn't even bite a cop, and they're laying up in a grave. America, this is why every judgment coming your way you deserve. But y'all, tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.